Shout out to all the HBOs and the SGs out there. Let's go. Come on. Hey. See, ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Let's grind. Yeah. Yeah. Prize fighter, even when he's down, he's continued to fight, right? All he knows is just take one hit. Yeah, come on. Always tell him, when the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. Formulate our mind to it. Appreciate those that's following. I see ya. Be sure to hit that share connection. Subscribe. Shout out to Ashaniqua, Pookie, and Ray Ray. Kamika and them. Let's continue to grind. East side, you already know where the best side at. Harold, you already know. Sean Carter, let's go. Carter! Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's continue to grind and shine, baby. Yeah, let's roll. Let's grind. I see. Yeah, where my dogs at? Let me see some fire emojis in the chat box, man. Come on. Yeah. Like I said, that prize fighter, he continued to swing even when he's down. Salute to all the greatness. Shout out to all of the people that's watching and following. We got this, Cowboy Nation. Hear me up? Yeah. Come on. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Let's grind. Let's go. Finish him. Yeah. Come on. Nice. Come on, let's go, Nation. Holla if you hear me. There we go. I see you, CR. It's one of the dogs now. Let's ride, let's go. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Ain't no party like a Cowboy party. Let's grind. Sadiqua, come on. Yeah. Come on. Turn me up. Watch how that beat cook in. Watch this. Woo. Hey, throw your cups up. Come on, Cowboy Nation, throw your cups up. Let's grind. Let's go. I see you, kid Ron. Appreciate you. Let's go. Come on. Stand to your feet. Come on. Boy. Greg. Where he at? He got booty rocking everywhere. Yeah. Let's go. Mike Meticulous. What's good? Somebody need to go over there where Greg at. Watch how that beat kick in again. Yeah. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Ain't no party like a Cowboy party. Let's grind. Let's go. Yeah. Trayvon, what's good, baby? Slick Soul. Let's go. My name is Law Nation for all of those that's out here. Appreciate you guys. Where my dog at? Yeah, it's Carlos' dog, boy. Carlos, go get your dog. Go get your dog. All right, so there's a lot of things that went on. A lot of things transpired. One of the things, the Cowboys canceled their OTAs today, which is cool. You know, they're getting prepared to go out there to California. So shout out to all of the West Coast Cowboys over there. We representing all United States. And, of course, South America, Guam. We got people from Canada, and I got people that's listening in South Africa. Shout out to Japan and everywhere, man. We got people all over the globe. I had somebody hit me up and said, Law, man, I'm in Pluto right now. I'm heading to Saturn. You know, hey, we everywhere in the universe. I believe that people from the heavens are looking at us and, yeah, go Law Nation. Moses wish he had a beard like you, right? Shout out to Moses. He's watching, by the way. Shout out to you, Purvis. What's good with you? Sadiqua, Charles, y'all hold it down. I'll hold it down for all of the mods over there. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. And we're going to talk about Dak Prescott, of course. You know, y'all seen him in the warm-ups there and all of those things. Shout out to you, Vashon. Appreciate you, Greg Berry, again. LB's going to be dogs. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
The mini camp leading up to training camp. Will it be a little bit different from you since you're coming back off a major injury? Can you walk us through what you'll be doing that maybe you normally don't as you get?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll be taking. I mean, obviously, I'll get away and take a breather, but for the most part, I'll continue my rehab. I'll continue doing all the necessary things that I feel the training the staff feels that I need to do just to get myself, as I say, better than I was before I broke my ankle. So whether that's training here, training with our guys, or heading out to California and getting some more specific positional work, I'll do all the things necessary to, as I said, be the best I can be heading into camp.
That ain't bad at all. Oh, and we're going to do also what Cowboys page done did is talk about hamburgers versus tacos. So y'all let me know right now if you're a team hamburger, put that in the chat, or if you're a team tacos. And they ain't talking about Charlton. So put that in the chat. They got hamburgers or tacos. I want to know. So HB for hamburgers and TC for tacos if you don't want to spell it all the way out.
Could all of this OTA and mini camps have been any better for you and what you were able to do out here in these 6, 7, 8 weeks?
One more time at the beginning.
Could all these OTAs and mini camp, what you've been able to do, could it have gone any better for you?
Oh, no, it's been great. It's great. I mean, it's just exciting, as I told you guys before, just to be back out there, man. Just to be back out there with my teammates, breaking a huddle, throwing the ball. Obviously, I didn't have a pass rush going, and at times, you know, you feel almost a little anxious sitting there holding the ball. But other than that, it was great, as much as I could ask for, obviously, coming off an injury like this and being safe and still taking the precautions that we need. But at the same time, just letting me go free and doing what I can. And it's been great. It's been fun. It's been good OTAs. I know we've taken a big step, and we're ahead of a lot of the guys that didn't do the OTAs or that didn't take this part of the all season the way that we did. So I know we'll be taking a big leap as we head into training camp, and excited for it.
What did you learn about yourself, or did you surprise yourself with the things you were able to do?
No, I mean, I'm a guy that just controls what I can control. And I knew that I controlled each and every day, the attitude, the effort, and everything that I put forward, whether it was rehab, whether it was an OTA, or whatever it may be. And then when I do that, usually good things come from it. So wasn't surprised at all. Learned that just another little adversity came, and I was able to wipe it off, and just excited to get back out there and be full go and get into some of these practices and have a rush coming and being able to maneuver between that and make throws. And I'm just excited to be back and ready for it to be 11 on 11 and not missing the 4 on defense for a D lineman.
What was that adversity that came?
Well, I'm just saying the injury. I mean, just from snapping the ankle to a couple of months later having another surgery, and then moving past that, and just as I said before, I've got an amazing support system with my family, friends, obviously organization with the Cowboys, and teammates that were behind me 100%. And I think that makes it a lot easier when you're battling or overcoming something like I did. Is that I hold myself to high expectations and high standards, but I know it's a lot of other people that just hold me accountable to my own words. And so that's just great when you have that, and it's just allowed me to keep pushing and be better. And as I said, that my plans when I head into camp are to be better than I was before I broke my ankle.
Was it very important to build your confidence toward that? Was this period big to build your confidence and kind of trust where your body is? Is that the biggest thing you got out of these last 5 to 6 weeks?
Yeah, for sure. And just knowing that that I could do all the different drops. Mm-hmm. Oh, they still in there? Oh, just knowing that I can do all the different drops, get away from pressure when I need to. I'm sure you guys seen the scramble drill that we've done a few times. So that was a big one for my confidence, is being able to pivot and turn out left, get out of there right, change directions, not feel anything, and then look at the tape and realize day by day that I'm running more smoother, I'm getting better, I'm using my leg more as I throw. And those are just all building blocks and stepping stones for me to get to where I want to be, and it's just exciting.
You felt like over the course of this practice, I mean, I know it's just one practice over a greater screen, but do you feel like you're able to get into a real rhythm today? It seemed like, we've been out here watching a few of your practices, but it definitely seemed like midway the practice on, you kind of were hot, I guess. Did you feel that on your side?
I mean, I think it just comes with reps. I mean, I think the other practices you guys were at, and even before today, I think today was the most reps I've probably gotten. So I think that helps in the fact of just getting those reps underneath me, being able to throw some passes and getting that groove and kind of get hot, as I say before, or feeling myself in that sense. And today with more reps allowed me to have more throws. And then down there in the red zone, when you get a couple in the end zone, you start feeling it. So it was great. It was a great way to finish the day, and just to know that I'm getting better.
Dak, you mentioned some of the people who supported you in your recovery. Tyron Smith told us yesterday that when he watched you rehab, it lit a fire in him to keep working harder, seeing what you did. What does it mean to hear him say that? And can you tell us a moment or two that stands out rehabbing beside your offensive lineman?
Yeah, I mean that means a lot. There's nothing more special than a compliment from your peers, somebody that sees you work day in and day out, the good and the bad, and that's what those linemen are. As much as he said, I got him going each and every day that I walked out there, and watching the way that they approach workouts and the way they approach rehab, whether it was Tyron, whether it was LC, whether it was Mitch Hyatt, whether it was Tristan. There was a big group of us, Blake Jarwin. So that just each and every day, I mean, we all built off of each other, and we all used each other for energy. I mean, we come in and two of the guys get off the field before me and LC take the field, and we asked them how it went and how did they feel today, and just to hear how much better they got day by day makes you excited to go attack the field. And then as we get off, to be able to pass those same words to whether it be Zach and Tyron, it's just building that confidence, that camaraderie in each other, and just commitment. I mean, true commitment from grinding from the rehab and the injuries, but not only that, just to doing the rest of the stuff that the team's doing to make sure that we're all better than we were before we got injured.
When you provide a timeline, like how long you were in a cast, in a boot, and then when you first started running?
Timeline, honestly, I really can't. I just know the first surgery, I guess I got out of my boot probably like a week, and then I was having another surgery. And then after that, I really said hell with the time, to be honest with you, and didn't keep account of day by day or week by week, and just started going more off of how my body felt and just the things that I was able to do from one day to another. And I think that's what got me through it, honestly, is I wasn't counting months. I think it was just the other day that I actually had to, count on my fingers the times since I've been hurt. So I haven't really kept up with that. And that was one of my goals and missions when I first got hurt, is I said I'm not going to try to beat anybody's timeline. I'm going to just go out here and work day by day and just try to get myself better, because I knew the amount of time I had before I actually need to be ready for the season.
Oh, my goodness. That part, remarkable. I'm not on nobody else's time. No. I'm not trying to compete with nobody else's time. And I love the fact that he said earlier, like all of the other guys that were injured, pushing each other, each one teach one. The finite ability to grow with each other goes not a short way, but a long way. And this young kid is speaking nothing but truth. I come here to tell you guys that pay attention. You don't have to like the Cowboys, but this is how you should set and bring forth your life as relates to these type of things. Boy, oh boy, this kid got some wisdom up there. He do. Because before I hit play again, time frames set limitations. They put you in the box or a boundary that you can't come up out of or climb up out of, because the expectations, dare I say, of times limit you. Boy, I can preach a sermon on that one, and I'm not even a preacher. Woo!
When you're rehabbing, is your focus solely on your injury and improving and taking those strides, or are you conscientious of your energy and trying to lead, those guys who are rehabbing there beside you?
I mean, in a situation like that, I'm going to lead by example. Obviously, when me and LC, more so than me and anybody else, worked as a tandem in the rehab session. So, I mean, there's times when that got tough on him and it got tough on me, that we spoke words to each other just to keep each other going. But I think the rehab in that time is important for you to lock in on yourself and work on your confidence, work on your energy, and work on getting through whatever that injury is, because there's a lot of mental barriers that you've got to break through. And if you're not cognitive of trying to push through those injuries and push through that little bit of pain, knowing that it's better, then I might be cheating myself and I might not be taking that step that I needed. So for me, it was really about just showing those guys how I work, and just doing that by concentrating on getting this injury better. And I feel like if they needed to see a leader, if they needed something from me, they could have got it from just the way that I approached the days.
What did you learn about yourself through this process from recovering from this injury?
What you learn?
Yeah, I mean, not to say I'm some egotistical guy, but I've never really set limits on myself, and I've always had, I believe, higher expectations than anybody else has for me, and I hold myself to high standards. But to actually just see myself 6-7 months later from the injury or whatever it is, and just knowing that there is no limits. There's no limits to what the mind can do. There's no limits to what you can push yourself to do. There's a lot of injuries that have more of a mental weight than they actually do a physical weight. And if you can learn how to get that off of you just by trusting yourself, believing in what you can do, trusting the doctors and the people around you, you can do pretty much anything you want coming back from majority of the injuries that this game gives us.
Give it to him,
Now
Dad.
that you've been with CD Land for a full year, how do you think that your guys' relationship has grown, and just what are your expectations for you guys in his second season?
Oh, my expectations are super high. So excited for CD, so excited for just his growth from, our 5 games together to just getting back out there in OTAs and throwing it to him and watching him get off the line, run routes, go up and get contested balls time and time again. It's exciting. It's exciting what he's going to offer, and what's exciting he just brings to this whole receiving core and this offense. He's a special playmaker that we're privileged to have, and he'll be big time and definitely have a breakout season.
For everything you guys wanted on offense, how important are Tyron, Lale, and Zach?
Huge. They're the most important if you ask me. I mean, from the time that I got drafted here until now, that is this offense was built off of those guys. Those are the three most veteran guys on this team, and that's for a reason. Those guys are walking Pro Bowl guys when they're healthy. You know what I mean? Future Hall of Famers, and just to have those three guys lead the five guys up front. Everything starts with them. The run game, then that allows the pass game to open up. So when you have those guys back, healthy, energized, it's special, and that just allows us to feed off of them, and all of our athletes just go out there and make plays. and makes our job easier.
Dak, what have you seen from Zeke Elliott during this offseason?
Zeke looks great. I mean, Zeke's in the best shape of his life, looking fast. Obviously, everybody's seen the clips of him working out independently with his running back coach, and his cuts, just how explosive he is. Excited just to have a full year with him again, and getting him healthy throughout the whole season. Once again, when Zeke's healthy and Zeke's doing his thing, he's the best running back in the league. So it's just exciting to see him in the best shape of his life, or best shape of he's been in the NFL, and know that it's going to be special for us moving forward.
Hey, let me pause it right quick. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. And if this is your first time, hit that like button, share this content, and subscribe, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Nevertheless, the Ezekiel Elliott situation. Appreciate you for the stars, Ron, and anybody else who put the stars out there. Really appreciate you all. My thing is, I want to know now, where do you guys place Ezekiel Elliott? Top 5, top 10 running back in the National Football League. Where do you guys place him? Name me not the quarterbacks, but name me the running backs that you guys feel that's better than Ezekiel Elijah Elliott. Post that in the comment box. I meant to say that in the previous episode, but I want to know. I just want to know where you guys feeling, or how you guys feel basically of Ezekiel Elliott. And if you say, shout out to you, Roderick, appreciate you. Dallas Cowboys says top 10. That's a cold-blooded name, by the way, Dallas Cowboys. Paul says easily top 3. Now, when y'all say top 10, can y'all just do Law a favor? Name me the running backs that you got ahead of Ezekiel Elliott. And when you say 5, top 5, can you guys just do me a favor? Name me the 4 other running backs that's ahead of him. Minus whatever the offensive line coming off of injuries, that's in injuries and these sorts of things. Give it to me raw, real, and uncut. I want it. I want to know. I'm just sitting here trying to read what you guys are putting out there. Shout out to you, Auntie. Appreciate you for being part of this thing. And shout out to you, Miss Jackie. Really appreciate you as well. Let's go. Let's listen to the rest of it, and I'll read y'all comments. I'll read every last one of those words that you guys are putting out there. I will.
Dak, as an offense, y'all are in a very different place from a coaching staff standpoint than the defense. How, if at all, have your meetings with Kellen been different over the last few weeks than they were in previous seasons?
How our meetings been different?
Yeah, or where are some ways that y'all are continuing to grow and develop the offense as you build that relationship with Kellen?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously you want to install the basics, and we're putting in some few new plays and things that we think can help us out in different parts of the field. But yeah, it's about taking another step from these plays to the communication aspect, whether it be from me and the offensive line being on the same page, or all the receivers knowing they're hot, or moving guys around. I mean, we were able to put Tony Pollard at receiver, right, and then put him back in the backfield, and that's what the OTAs, and that's what having this. The return of guys, the return of coaching staffs allows you to do is to really just finagle your offense and play with it for the ways that you want to help you out. And we're benefiting from that, of just being here in OTAs and having this time together, being committed.
You mentioned the scramble drill stuff that you guys are doing. It seems like you've done more of that this spring than you did in any other spring. Why is that? And was it any kind of, all right, let's test this? Did you want to do more to test your ankle to see how things work? Yeah,
it had nothing to do with my ankle, rather than just how big and how important those scramble plays are in the game today. When you get them, there's not a lot of them for the most part, but they're big plays when you get them and they're successful. And you just don't want to get into a game and you have 3 scramble plays, and that'd be the first time you scrambled all season. So it's important just to get it in the off season, to learn the receivers, to learn the back end when I move, how the defense moves, and as Coach tells us, is like fast break, right? So just as in basketball, they practice their fast break offense. So we need to practice our fast break offense as well, whether that's scrambling in the red zone, whether that's scrambling in the field, and just to create the space and to give me throwing lanes outside of the initial routes that are called. And I think it's been beneficial. So I know to me and I know to the receivers and each and every one of us as we talk through all the different reps that we've been able to get.
To cover your ankle, but it does give you some insight in how your ankle can handle that cutting and going back and forth. So it's still good for you to learn about what you can do with your ankle.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, when you go, as I said, when you go back and look on film, and from the first day to the last day of me scrambling, you know what I mean? You can visually tell that I'm running better. That's the good part of it. But in rehab before this, I was doing all kind of cuts, jumps, and things like that happen in a scramble drill. So never within the drill did I ever think about my leg or did I ever think that this was a part of a rehab rather than I'm pushing myself, and I've blocked that mentally. I've buried the injury, honestly, guys. You know what I mean? From the point of practice, from the point of just moving forward and going about my life, I've buried it. I've buried it mentally, and I think you guys and a lot of people around have to help me and bury it as well as we move forward.
Well, that last one on that before you completely bury it.
Put that right on the tombstone.
Did you have any ankle soreness or leg fatigue at the start of OTA periodically that you don't have now? Have you noticed any change in that respect?
Yeah, for sure. I think the first couple of days were also on the turf, so maybe that played a part in it. I was doing more true just drops and football movements than I had been in the rehab part of it, right? So, yeah, from the first week of even teaching sessions to now, yeah, I mean, I left practice yesterday. We'll leave today. Hopefully no soreness, no residual swelling or anything like that. And honestly, I say that because that's with all that gone and none of those effects, that's what allows me and helps me bury it, to be honest with you guys, is I don't even think about it before practice, pre-practice, but still doing all the necessary things and being smart that I am still only 7 months away or so from the injury.
Good stuff.
When did you bury it? What's the time of death? Like when was it officially over?
Yeah, I'd honestly say about a month ago, somewhere around Cinco de Mayo. And I really just, yeah, I mean, just, yeah, had a good Cinco de Mayo, was a little active, and at that time maybe did some little dance moves, and I felt like I'm ready to go. So that was the time that I said in my head, the injury's gone. So. No dancing on.
That was an adios, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate
it. They said that's an adios. Man, this dude right here is amazing, especially how he pretty much broke down everything as relates to that. And I got to tell you guys, man, that's some good stuff to know. His ability to just put out there of what he was talking about as relates to his mindset, burying the hatchet, basically burying the ankle injury, and that goes not a short way but a long way. His ability to understand that, hey, life will throw you curveballs, but I got to get back on it. You know, good old country guy like me, you riding that horse, you get knocked off the horse. They say, man, the best thing to do is get right back on it, because if not, that horse will conquer you. You will be forever scared, you know. I got knocked off the horse, and all I thought about was Christopher Reeves. I said, oh, man, that's Superman. He can get back up. He couldn't walk no more. I was scared, but I said, man, let me get back on this thing. That was his story. That's his timeline, not mine, right? So I'm coming here to tell you guys that even though you might fall, but fall still fighting. And if you do fall, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, guess what? You can get up. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Cowboy Nation, can y'all hear me? Asmodeus, you said you can't hear. Can you hear me now? Yeah. I'm turned all the way up. Can y'all hear me now? Earlier you guys couldn't hear me? Yeah. Let me see if we give it a little tester right here. Can y'all hear my dog? Young Wilson, let's go. All right, so the other conversation I asked you guys earlier to put down in the chat, are you team tacos? And I ain't talking about Charlton. Or are you team hamburger? Let me know if you guys, shout out to you, Ken Art. Let me know. Young Wilson, he says, roof, yeah, loud and clear, Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, let's go. Hear you perfectly. Okay, great. I said this because I got this episode here that we're going to play, and let's get this thing going here. Yeah, we turn every volume up. I know you guys can hear them now.
Tacos all day, any type of tacos over any hamburger. Burgers.
So that is Simi Fihoku, and this is also Rain Dakota Prescott. These guys are pretty much, whenever you look up tape and look at film, you see these two together. And I think that probably be Dak Prescott go-to target. Now, according to the NFL heights and measurables and these sorts of things, they say Simi is like 6'4". Dak Prescott is like 6'2". It looks like they're the same height, by the way. But nevertheless, let's hit play.
Over any hamburger. Burgers.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Hamburgers or tacos? Hamburgers or tacos? Hamburgers for sure. Tacos.
Hamburger or tacos? I go with that burger.
Gotta throw some bacon.
I'll take a hamburger.
Brandon Knox, I got to look up his film. I didn't know he was on this team. So he's saying hamburger. So right now the score is 6-3. Yeah.
Hold the tomato.
I got the hamburger, double cheese with some bacon on it.
Hamburgers and tacos. I like me a burger. Double burger. I'm trying to tell you. Cheddar cheese, little bacon.
Robinson, he said hamburger. He sound like he from New Orleans. He sound like he from that area where the South is at. You know how it goes. So plant-based burger. This is Sadiqua. Okay. So Sadiqua, you kind of like the what was that plant-based burger? Is it Boca? Is it Boca? Do you like them? Or is the other one is at the tip of my tongue? And I forgot the name of it. It's right at the tip of my. Y'all name me the plant-based burgers out there, but I like the Boca burgers. The plant-based. And but then again, give me the real burger too. Yeah.
Hamburger. If y'all ain't picking tacos, everybody on here was just lying to y'all.
It's always hamburgers. Hamburgers over tacos.
Hamburguesa o tacos? Tacos.
SeatGeek, man. Y'all can check them out to get any type of seats there to the Cowboys Stadium and Cowboys games and events. Go to SeatGeek.com and check them out, Cowboy Nation. And really appreciate those who participated in the hamburger versus taco challenge. My thing is, tacos, I got to be in the mood to eat tacos. Like, on a certain day, I'll be like, man, I'm craving tacos, especially on a Saturday or a Friday night, and I'm not talking about tacos that you get from the store, like Taco Bell and taco shops. No. I like the good old-fashioned homemade tacos. Like you pull out the skillet, and believe it or not, I like the turkey tacos. When you pull out the skillet, or it's the chicken tacos. When you make it from scratch, like homemade, like all of the sauces and the shells that you fry yourself and all of that stuff. I like it better that way. Yeah. I think it's Beyond Burger or something like that, or Beyond or something like that. As far as that burger I'm thinking of. And let me know if I'm right with that. Are you guys in the mood of hamburger or taco? Taco Charter, Brian Bradford. No. Shout out to you, always the lady. Shout out to you. Yeah, Miss Jackie. She's a good hamburger lady. When you say hamburger, are you with the fans of, or are you a fan of the quote? Are you the fan of the quote unquote homemade hamburger, or one of the stores hamburgers? You can say the same about hamburgers when you fix them yourself. They just taste better. Just big sloppy hamburger when you fry it on the grill and put it on a skillet and do it yourself. Somebody says Whataburger. Whataburger go hard. They do. Whataburger go hard. Yeah. And this episode was also 105.3 The Fan. Shout out to them. They was talking about the best wide receiver duos in the NFL. And do the Cowboys make that list? And they're going to go over that. But before they go there, I want you guys to go to the Instagram page of the Dallas Cowboys and watch this kid right here. Woo! Woo! 2-7. Look at him. I know this is practice. We talking about practice, not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice, right? This kid is able to high point the ball, bring it in, and I like this. Go to their Instagram page, or I believe they got it also on Twitter, and you will see that highlight there. He's just reaching it out, pulling that ball out of the sky. So, Cowboy Nation, I know that you guys feel as though Diggs, he's your CB1, right? I want you guys to say it now at 3:56 p.m. Central Texas time. Who is your CB2? Put down in the chat, who is your CB2? I want to know. I want to know. Auntie Review says tacos all day. Okay. Jay Versick was good. I have been training hard with Stefan. Okay. Oh, he's been training hard. Yeah, he's been training hard with his brother. Belly says boss man fat. Yeah. Brahms got a burger. You talking about the ice cream joint, Brian? Are you talking about the ice cream joint? I'm going to have to check them out. I just never really stopped there. And I see it all the time throughout Dallas. No Whataburgers in New York. What? No, that's crazy. Reggie Robinson, this is from Scott. He said that is his CB2. Lewis right now is number 2. This is Texas bred. I think that they was going to put him inside the box and let him play this like hybrid type of role. They're going to have him blitzing off the side and edge there. Adrian says Brahms have a 1 pound burger. Okay. AB or right. AB or right. I'm going to come back to that. Let's go about this, and I'm going to come back to that AB or right. But we always like to talk about revenge, looking for revenge. Tupac says it's like the sweetest joy next to getting, you know what, and that's what Tupac says, on his rap album, how Tupac goes with it. Speaking of revenge, let's go and listen to this one. Yeah. Look at it.
What you about to get lighted?
What you doing? You're losing. What are you talking about?
The vet made a mistake. Oh! That's checkmate, Coop.
I love this continuity, man. Having fun, these guys working out together
mistake.
and also playing chess together. Look at him. Look
That's
at
checkmate, Coop.
I take two things from this. Parsons says, man, I told you. Caught him. Down goes Coop. It's like when I played basketball, my younger brother, I used to challenge him and his best friend. 1 versus 2. I would beat their butts out there on the court. Beat them down. But I would never forget that when they came about thinking together and learning strategy, playing better defense, and also being creative with their scoring attack, I would never forget the day they beat me. They beat me horribly, too. It was a terrible beatdown. But it was a situation whereas they had that same type of nervousness approach to it because it was like, I guess, a special moment when they beat me. And I will never forget that moment. But I will also always remember the fact that he stayed and worked on his craft. He studied my weaknesses, and he exploited it, and they ganged on it. And then I said, man, I can't pay y'all two together no more. Now we got to all play 21 separately. We can't play teams anymore because they advanced. And I believe what I took away from this moment right here, let's listen to the audio again. Look at Coop. What you doing? What you moving?
The vet made a mistake. Oh, that's checkmate, Coop.
So the thing is, look at the face, look at everything. The thing is, when we look into this, we seeing that Parsons have the ability to learn from his mistakes. And I know this is just a simple game of chess, not checkers, but chess. So when they apply this to the football field, right, he make a mistake, which will happen, right? There's nobody that walk onto the football field without fault or without mistakes, right? So when we look into this and we say to ourselves, this kid, he's going to make some mistakes, but this kid is not afraid. He's not afraid to go out there and challenge the best guy out there on the chess field, right? He's not afraid to go out there and challenge the best offensive lineman out there, or the smartest quarterback out there, or the craftiest running back out there. Do you guys get what I'm saying with this? Let me know. Let me see somebody in the chat. Coop was beating him earlier. Yeah, Brian Bradford. Yeah, he was, And I know Coop didn't take him lightly. It could be a miscalculation. But when you look at everything and you see that the Rook is learning from his mistakes and he's finally accomplishing his win, regardless whether it's chess, regardless of whether it's track, regardless of whether it's basketball, regardless of whether it's just a math problem, I love it. I tell people all the time, especially the youth, that it's good to go out there and participate in somebody's sport, because sport alone builds character. It builds camaraderie. Now you can look at your compatriots and say, okay, these are the people that I know for sure got my back, or these are the people that helped me out along the way. Shout out to you, David. He Team Hamburger. Shout out to you, D, as well. Have y'all heard about Coop injury? It's not an injury. It's more so of a recovery. He had off-season surgery, some cleanup situations with his leg or what have you, and he had to go through that, and they really, really got the Band-Aid on him, and they're trying to pull it off real slowly. They say rip it off fast, but no. I want them to be tender with him. Let all of these OTAs, mini camps for him, it's not a worthy cause for him to go out there and cut and try to do all of those running routes and these sorts. Let's get him ready for training camp. And even when training camp hit, look for Cooper to be on the courts. Look for Cooper to be on the courts. Yeah. So it's not an injury. This is more so of a recovery. And you don't have to rush it, As they say out here, don't rush perfection, right? Shout out to you, Jay Versick. Appreciate you. Let me play that clip one more time, man. This is good stuff, man. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do this right here, bro. Bam. And we're going to go. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation film session as we share this link. I hope you guys have access and the ability to go out there and click that link. Therefore, you can see the exact same clip reposted on your social medias or TikTok accounts or what have you, and spread this thing all the way around. Watch Coop's face. Look at his face. Like, man, what are you talking about, man? I'm finna whoop your tail. I'm finna whoop your butt.
What you doing?
What you doing, man?
The vet made a mistake. Oh, that's checkmate, Coop.
Hey, and you can tell Parsons, like, he really, although he was crunk, he's nervous about it, because Parsons had at the time to talk as much cash money as he wanted. But it was like, I cannot believe that my dog, let me get my dog, I cannot believe my dog Coop, the vet, made a mistake. And look at his face, look at the face, look at the face.
Hey, oh.
And then he sees it. Look, now he see it.
That's checkmate, Coop.
And then he's in disbelief, like, no way, no way, no way. Let me see if I can blow it up even bigger. I know you guys can't see it that way. But, yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. Oh, my goodness, man. That's good stuff right here. And then, of course, let me play this one more time. Let's play it one more time. Got him. Yeah. Now that we have that's how the assassin look when the assassins get assassinated, basically. Yeah, I love it. Let's play this clip right here from 105.3 The Fan. And this is them discussing the best wide receiver duos. And I want to know who they're going to say, and we can get this show rolling.
And given how the NFL is a quarterback-driven league and the supporting cast of these quarterbacks, given the wide receiver position and how important it is in today's NFL, the best duos in all of the National Football League. This comes from Bleacher Report's Maurice Moten. And I thought the list was kind of compelling because number 5 on this list is a emerging duo that if at times the quarterback play was just a little bit better and a little more consistent, this could be a top 3 duo. But at number 5, it's Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings. And we know who their quarterback is in one Kirk Cousins.
It's a very good duo. Kirk's a little slightly above league average quarterback, and they're fine. Like that duo is as good as you're going to find. Like there's maybe a couple better, but they are very, very, very good.
Last year, Jefferson caught 88 passes for 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. Holds the all-time rookie receiving record in receiving yards last year. Just had a monster year.
Before they go into that, man, that's supposed to be C.D. Lamb record, man. Can somebody project what C.D. Lamb would have done if Dak Prescott wouldn't have got injured, what have you? But that's the all-time rookie record. Let me listen to this again. Is that the all-time rookie record for real?
Passes for 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. Holds the all-time rookie receiving record in receiving yards last year. Just had a monster year for the Minnesota Vikings.
But isn't it funny how we just not give Kirk credit for these players being who they are?
I feel like a lot of us have felt like the receivers have made Kirk Cousins throughout the years.
Look, I'm gonna give a little pro tip here. No receiver makes a quarterback. The quarterback makes the receiver.
Who agree? Who agree? No receiver makes the quarterback. The quarterback makes the receivers. Because I'm quite sure that DeAndre Hopkins didn't really have a quarterback over there throwing him the ball his first few years or what have you. And as much as people can go back and forth with, I guess you can say, Chad Johnson. Did he really have a quarterback? Couldn't Chad be even better than what he had with his career, what have you, if he had a better quarterback? And I got to throw in T.O. first few years, man. He had Tim Rattay and some guy named Jeff Garcia, throwing him the ball. So I don't know, man. That is argumentative, right? Like, come on, let's be real with it when we talk about receivers versus quarterbacks. I think that it's a circular. It could be similar to a circular argument, but let me see if somebody said here, Lance Swan. Yeah. Hey, man, you going way back, Marty. You going way back before my time, right? Randy Moss and, he revamped Cunningham's career. Yeah, Randy Moss, boy. Yeah, played so well over there that Jerry Wayne was like, look, let me get Cunningham over here too. See if he can spark something over here, right? But let me know. I could be 1,000,000% wrong, right? It could be that the quarterback makes the receivers, a la Tony Romo to Laurent Robinson, right? Laurent Robinson got that coin, got that bag, and he said, disappear. Alvin Harper, he went to Buccaneers. All of a sudden, he disappeared, right? Let's go.
Not always.
I was about to say, because I know the receivers made Terry Bradshaw.
First of all, those receivers aren't any good either, okay?
Excuse
Most
me?
overrated player ever is Lynn Swan, ever.
Whoa!
Ever. He made one play. One play.
Hall of Famer Lynn Swan, Hall of Famer John Stallworth
Terry's
overrated?
overrated too. Made one play. If he didn't play for the Steelers, no one ever hear from him. He has taken that one play that he made.
Ho, Brian. No. You said Manning made Reggie? He made Reggie Wayne? Did he make Marvin Harrison too?
And he has turned it into a career of,
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting there trying to put on for the Steelers. That's not because that's hustling backwards. But Lynn Swan and John Stallworth, you got to put some respect on those names.
Drew Pearson's better than both of them.
Okay, all right. That's a good way to deflect.
Drew's better than
good.
both of them.
Love Drew, and then you have a point there. But yeah, Terry Bradshaw completely overrated. Lynn Swan and John Stallworth made Terry Bradshaw. But Clint Kubiak is going to be the new offensive coordinator for one. Kirk Cousins. So new offensive coordinator for one. Kirk Cousins going into this offseason. But yes, one of the best duos in the NFL in terms of wide receivers last year.
I had to stop it again. Oh, man, y'all got some gems out here. Steve Smith, Carolina Panthers. Yeah. I can only imagine if Steve Smith ever had a quarterback. Oh, my goodness. And the craziest thing of it all, the time that they went and got Cam Newton, it was rift between those two, and they got rid of him, I believe, and then they went all the way to the Super Bowl, right? So, oh, my goodness. But I feel you on that.
Adam Thielen ranked third in touchdown receptions with 14 in 2020. So Adam Thielen had a terrific year also. Number 4, your Dallas Cowboys wide receiver duo comes in. That would be one Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb going into this upcoming season, according to Bleacher Report's best duos at wide receiver.
I hate the idea of limiting it just to duos.
Right, trio.
Because the Cowboys would easily be if not number one, then number 2. With the best trio.
With the trio wide receivers.
Because that's really what it is. Nobody just has 2 wide receivers anymore. This is a 3 wide receiver league.
Break it down.
And I think you're doing a disservice if you're just going to limit it to 2. But, I'll take Amari and CD, and I'll put that up against anybody. And they, without question, deserve to be in this top 5. Probably deserve to be a little higher. If Odell and Jarvis Landry are ahead of them, that's a crime. That's... being fair there.
Don't worry, they didn't make this list.
Okay.
So you're good.
All right, good.
How they just going to disrespect Michael Gallup? And I know it's not these two guys' report. CF says Torrey Holt made Kurt Warner. I give Kurt Warner a pass, man. Kurt Warner's just different. He took 2 different teams to the Super Bowl, and that second team he took to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they did had Fitz on there. I don't know, man. I don't know. But neither here nor there. They disrespectful. I think that there are certain plays, is like moments and certain plays that will elevate your game. And sometimes respect is given to you from where you was drafted at, and how people tend to hype you up and talk about your team. I believe that if the aficionados never, ever disrespected the Cowboys in Game 1 with those lies and allow that play to happen, and the Dallas Cowboys, and you know what play I'm talking about, the Gallup when Ramsey did his theatrical moment, if they were to allow that play to occur and not throw the flag and blow the whistle and all of those things, if they didn't flag whoop us, that Gallup appearance or his, I guess, people perception of him would have been different, because they would have said, man, because I believe Ramsey did not allow over 50 yards all year on him. All year, like no receiver got more than 50 yards on him all last season, right? That I think that the perception of Gallup would have been different. Let me know if I'm lying, Cowboy Nation. The good thing, the glory of it, and the beauty of it will be that we trained with the Rams this year. And I guarantee you, when it's one-on-ones, they doing red zone one-on-ones, or it's the 7-on-7, whatever it may be, if they line Gallup up against Ramsey, and if Gallup wins, let's say if it's the reps of 5, and if Gallup wins 3 out of 5, y'all know I'm gonna hype, I'm gonna pump, I'm gonna hype, I'm gonna go crazy, and y'all just gonna be ready for it. And don't let Law be there. Don't let me be there. You know, boy, y'all.
But last year, Amari Cooper, 92 catches, 1,114 yards, 70.8 catch rate. What I think about when it comes to Amari Cooper in his year last year, how much more monster of a year would it have been for him if Dak Prescott had remained healthy? Because to get 92 catches with the likes of Andy Dalton.
Justin Jefferson's not the rookie of the year if Dak's healthy the whole year. CD is.
Oh, you're talking about – I was mentioning Amari Cooper. If you're saying if CD is CD,
you said if Dak didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
If Dak didn't get hurt, I mean, that changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Amari had a good year, no doubt, and he played really well on the road this year as opposed to previous years. But if Dak doesn't get hurt, everything changes. CD's the rookie of the year.
No, I agree. Because CD Lamb would have put up monster numbers, even more than what he did last year. And that's with guys like Andy Dalton, Ben DiNucci, Garrett Gilbert throwing him the football. CD Lamb last year, 74 catches, 935 yards, and 5 touchdowns. My man's got to work on the drops, though. Had a little bit of a drop problem last year, CD Lamb. But I think that's typical for a rookie trying to come in and establish himself. I think at times trying to do a little too much and had a case of the drops at times. But I think with what you're talking about with Dak Prescott coming back, monster numbers could be expected for one CD Lamb. So let's jump into the top 3 then. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett in Seattle, with your man Russell Wilson and him cooking for the Seattle Seahawks as one of your top 3 wide receiver duos.
Got to be there. Both of them are top 15 in efficiency. They absolutely deserve to be in this list. And I would maybe – I'm probably not going to argue too much with them over Amari and Lamb.
Hey, they had their quarterback majority of the year. And on top of that, when I looked at, like, DK Metcalf, I'm not going to sneeze at him. I think that he's a big receiver, and he can bend at the top of his route, and he can get over on the top of the defense. We've seen it personally, right? And then our guy, Diggs, punched that ball out. But if you were to say, okay, would you rather have DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, or would you rather have Amari Cooper and Lamb? Give me Amari Cooper and Lamb all day, any day. And I know people are going to be saying, nah, DK, man, DK. Look back at the latter part of the year and look at how Russell Wilson was just trying to say, hey, man, can you get open? Can you win off your route? Because DK is only going to beat you one way. He's not going to beat you multiple ways unless you're playing against him and you're trying to be foolish and get him at off the release. And some people make that horrible mistake against DK, right? Like they try to get him and jam at the midpoint of his route, a la, I think it was Patrick Peterson, for crying out loud. Looked like he left his ankle out there on the field. And I'm saying, like, come on, Pat, you know good and well, you're a Pro Bowler, all-pro cornerback. What the world are you doing trying to give underneath? You know he's going to take it up on the top. You guys over-the-top help anyway, but that's a story of a different day. But Amari Cooper can kill you in multiple ways. I digress.
I think I would probably have Amari and Lamb ahead of them, but I'm not going to lose my mind over it.
Yeah. Lockett's an amazing football player. At 5'10", $182, 7 of his 10 touchdowns were within 6 yards of the goal line in 2020, which is amazing for a guy of his stature, being able to catch those kinds of touchdowns that close inside of the goal line. And then, of course, DK Metcalf, the physical specimen that he is, continues to amaze with his speed and athleticism. Clearly has world-class speed because he was out here trying to qualify for the Olympics a couple of weeks ago and running the 100-meter dash. So, obviously, for him, a big-time target for one. Russell Wilson. Now we jump into number 2. Now, number 2 is interesting because
Who's number 2?
this duo just formed as of a couple of days ago, and they already have them at number 2.
Oh, A.J. Brown.
Julio Jones and A.J. Brown at number 2 for the Tennessee Titans. We haven't seen these guys on the field yet to know how good of a duo this team is going to be, but this is obviously based on paper and what Julio Jones has been throughout his career, and maybe A.J. Brown.
No arguments.
In his emergence there.
No arguments there.
You're okay with them at number 2 over Lamb and Cooper and Metcalf and Lockett, and they've been on the field together already?
I don't care that they've been on the field together. I'm putting talent together, and that's what it is.
Okay.
Now, if you were to say quarterback receiver tandem, where you're factoring the quarterback in there, then yes, I can't put them there yet. But they don't need to know how to work together to play together. Not yet. I mean, you know what I mean? It's wide receiver. They play different positions, different sides. There are different sides of the field, for crying out loud.
I like AJ. I like AJ game. I think that he's so smooth and he's so big with his capabilities to high point the ball and bring it out of the sky. But let's see what Julio gonna do now with a guy not named Ryan throwing him the ball, and here's a guy named Ryan, the same name, right? Ryan Tannehill, right? Oh, same Ryan, a different Ryan throwing him the ball, right? Yep. One, now his first name is Ryan, right? Because the other guy named Matt Ryan. Now you have Ryan Tannehill, right? So you still have a Ryan throwing him a ball. So we will see how this thing is going to look. Now, from my understanding, they are a run-first team, pound, and then they'll throw the ball. I only look at Julio, and I could be wrong, and I hope that I am. I want to see this kid flourish. But I look at Julio get out, and you look at all of the highlight tapes in these sorts. Majority of them come when he's inside a dome, turf. You run faster and your cuts better. I really didn't see Julio get out like that outside. So we'll see what he gonna do now that he's not protected by the perfect elements, right? It's an imperfect world over there in Tennessee. So we will find out. Of course, they're a run-first team, so I think that they should have the coverage as a single high safety. From my understanding, what teams will do, since Julio, I'm not going to say he lost a step or what have you, but I think that they will still probably roll coverage AJ way, and they'll put their best corner on Julio and make sure that they press him underneath and say, okay, if you can get to the top and win, okay, you won. But that's how they're going to play that with Julio. Y'all let me know in the chat how they're going to do that thing. Y'all let me know.
For sometimes. So, yeah, I don't care about I'm just looking here at strictly talent.
A.J. Brown going 6'1", 226.
And they got it right. If Evans and Godwin are one, they got it right.
Well,
Number one.
That's who they got at number 1.
There you go. That's good. They're the best. They are the best.
Going back to A.J. Brown for a quick second, through 2 seasons, averaging 17.4 yards a catch for the Tennessee Titans, over 1,000 yards in both of his campaigns with a total of 19 touchdowns. And we know, of course, what Julio Jones has done as an all-pro throughout his entire career with the Atlanta Falcons. But yes, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, number 1 wide receiver duo in all of the NFL. One Thomas Edward Patrick Brady throwing the football to both of them going into the season.
He has 2 middle names?
Yes, it's Thomas Edward.
I knew I didn't like him for a reason.
Oh, you didn't know that was his?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
Oh,
yes.
no. Oh, that's such a shame. I'm looking at some advanced numbers here. I think the Vikings are getting a little disrespected because they are the only one. They are the only team that had 2 receivers in the top 10 in efficiency last year. They get a little bit disrespected in this list.
All right, so let me pause them right quick, and that part is almost over with anyhow. We play against the number 1 duo this season. Game 1. What we going to do against them, Cowboy Nation? I want to know, are we going to be able to slow down the number 1 quote-unquote duo according to the Bleacher Report, I believe? What are we going to do? We got Diggs, Neal, Wilson, J. Lou, Boss Man, as well as Israel. Who else we got? KZ, not Jay-Z, but KZ. Those are our DB class. And then, of course, Reggie Robinson or Rashad, whoever they're going to keep on his team. And, of course, I think it's more so Reggie. What we going to do against the number one duo? Because I don't want to hear no excuses, right? So if we come down to Tampa Bay land, and if we shut down the number one duo, if we hold them to, let's say, 2 touchdowns, right, 14 to whatever, if they score 21 points, and if it was more so with the running backs of the legs opposed to in the air, should our DB use that? Should our class of DBs and our secondary use that as a battle cry for the entire year? Momentum rolling in. Nashawn Wright, I left out Wright, okay? And Maurice Kennedy, I left out Maurice Kennedy. So somebody ain't going to make it. Somebody ain't going to make it, Cowboy Nation. Yeah. A little L week 1, this is Terrence Lang. Bucks getting 30+, this is Adrian. Okay, at least y'all put it out there. Shout out to everybody with the predictions, man. Y'all put it out there. But if we hold them down, I don't want to hear Bleacher Report. I want them to be saying, like, hey, week 1, after week 1, I want them to hype us up and pump us up and say, hey, Dallas Cowboys formulated a dang good secondary to shut down the number one duos in the National Football League.
Being so low.
Well, where would you put it? Where would you put them ahead on this list? Then would you move them up over a certain group on this list?
Looking at that, I would probably put them 1. I'm sorry, Tampa 1, them 2.
Oh, okay.
Tennessee 3, Cowboys 4, Seattle 5.
Okay.
Probably how I would do it.
Here's what I wanted to ask you on Julio Jones real quick. How much does he move the needle for the Titans going into this upcoming season? Granted, the division that they play in the AFC South, with teams like, the Colts and the Jaguars. And those, how much does he move the needle for them actually at 32 years of age?
I don't know that he's an upgrade over Corey Davis at this stage of his career.
Wow. Okay.
Like last year, Corey Davis, his numbers were about the same. His efficiency numbers were about the same as Julio's. I mean, they're both top 10. So, I mean, I think they replaced him because they obviously lost
Jets.
Davis to the Jets.
Yeah.
And he might be a little bit better, but I don't think it's like a tier up. I think they're probably about on the same tier. So yeah, I think that Tennessee is a 10-win team. They're a playoff team. I would take the under. I saw this on the fan text. I love this idea. Take the parlay the under Titans win total and them winning the AFC South. Love that parlay.
Wow.
Give it to me right now. It's a great idea.
So under 10 wins, it's still winning?
No. Under their win total.
Oh, under their win. Okay.
So their win. Give it a minute because their win total is going to go up.
Okay.
So give it a minute. Bet the under win total and then them to win the AFC South.
I don't know. Titans winning the AFC South. That's a good situation for them. My Dallas Cowboys or our Dallas Cowboys, take it one day at a time. Use everything that you can find and grab hold to as momentum. Use that. Use that energy as that. And let's figure this thing out, Cowboy Nation. I really thank everybody for tuning in and being part of this episode today. If you like what you heard, hit that like button, share this content. Let a friend, neighbor, folk know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and Beyond. For us, everybody that's sitting out here saying that these guys are fourth or fifth duos and these sorts of things, let them be that in duos. But trios, we number one. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm looking at it like, hey, y'all can overlook the Dallas Cowboys all you want. A healthy Dak Prescott and the way we was moving that rock, this Dallas Cowboys team have the number one trio in the National Football League. You got Lamb that's going to be able to play more on the outside this year. They putting plays out there, as well as Michael Gallup. This is a contract year for him. I think that he's going to step it up and be up. And we already know about Amari Cooper. They roll coverages his way on his side of the field. Let's say Gerald says no respect for the Chiefs wide receivers. Yeah, they didn't mention them as the top 5 or what have you duos And it could be because of the fact that they look at more of Hill in the Kelsey guy, the tight end, as their two dominant threats. Miko and all of the other guys are just contemporaries, soloists at times, and that is what it is. But Hill and that tight end, that's how they operate and utilize their system over there in the Chiefs' land. So that's why when we play them, we got to solidify the interior. Maybe Jabril Cox will be just about ready to get out there and play some ball and covering a guy like a Kelsey, or we can have somebody to punch Hill in the mouth, who is a Ninja Turtle, by the way. I just feel like Hill is just next level. You know, people going back and forth with our decision to put CeeDee Lamb as kickoff return or punt return. Chief said, hey, no problem. We'll put Hill back there. And I think Hill is more of an impact player for their team than Lamb is for ours. But they said, no problem. In a pinch, they'll put Hill back there. So that's a team trying to win. We need to have that same mindset. We trying to win. So if he's give us the better opportunity to win, then you put Lamb out there. Don't worry about injuries, because you seep and you have that injury to put into your mind, then it happens. It's just how it is. It's just crazy. And if the thousands and thousands of people are thinking, oh, he's going to get injured, he's going to get injured. But when they put Tyreek Hill back there, people are only thinking like, oh, Lord, he's finna score. And see, that's their mindset. And we need to have the same fabrications of thoughts and meditations of our heart, soul, and sinew of thinking that, hey, when we put Lamb out there, we're going to score. That's what we got to do. But we have the mindset because we like to hold on to players so much and squeeze them until nothing else come out of them. And we like to play that safe road. But no, put it out there like, hey, when we put Lamb out there, we're about to score. We're about to flip the field so much that it's going to be an easy score for Ezekiel or easy score for Dak Prescott. That's what we got to start thinking like. Because we did it before. When they put Prime out there in 95 and some parts of 96, like, oh, Prime finna do the punt return. We finna score. We didn't look at it as Prime finna get injured, right? Let me know if I'm lying. Yeah. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's continue to grind and shine. I really appreciate everybody that tuned into this episode. If you can do me a favor, understand this and write this down. It's about the thoughts of your mind, soul, and sinew. It's about all of those things. That if you can put these things together, let's go. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you are glad they go out there and sweat it, fret it, use all chariot, God, or man for it. If you will simply, Cowboy Nation, go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. Neither cold poverty, ramesh fame, or sickness or body of blame turn you away from the thing you want. Dogged and grim and the seed and besetting, the almighty Cowboy Nation. You will get it. Let's go. Let's continue to grind and shine, Cowboy Nation. Let's get on out of here. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's go. Let me see some fire emojis out there. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. It's all about your heart, soul, and sinew of your mind. Let's go. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. But we tell them, we back at it. Hit it.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging, she ice. Freeze, photo, please, no photos, G's.
I didn't get a chance to go over my Randy Gregory.
Whole team here, might need some.
We can go over some Randy Gregory later.
New deal to my lawyer though. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming
Shout
up.
out to you, Ryan.
Old producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light.
Come on, Jackson.
Talk of the time when you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and add a love.
Marty.
The hate and the jealousy, my
Thank you
mama
for the
telling me
donation.
count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays, nothing
Let's go. Y'all see Randy. He gonna open this thing up.
I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo.
My dog Randy. Let's go.
Please, no photos. I keep giving game away.
Lord.
I put game on layaway.
Nation. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate y'all.
I get paid on rainy days.
On rainy days, baby.
I got paid off pain today. Thought it'd take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard this on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know. All this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Dry you out and then they line you up. Ooh, now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food. Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo. Please, no photos. G's, no. Please, no photos. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo. Please, no photos. G's,
Come on, Nation.
no photos.
We gotta grind to shine, Nation. We do. And when we do that, let's add this thing up.
I ran up a check,
Come on.
I might do it again.
Do it again.
Close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes
Where the
down, I've been
enemies
feeding
at?
to the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I've been waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again.
Yeah. Come on. Shout out to you always, lady, and Asmodeus. Yes, I see you. CYMRU.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what?
Come on.
Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month. I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up.
Stack 'em.
Only buying car till you tatted up.
Let's go, Nation.
It don't matter much.
Flores.
Me, I put the ladders up.
James Worthy.
I done
I
doubled
see
up
you.
on the workload.
Yeah.
I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low.
Go.
Add it up, bankroll.
If you had not hit that like button,
Add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll.
y'all hit that like button.
Add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. You matter what?
Let's go.
Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Told you I'ma do me. Why you
Come
hating
on, Nation.
me? It's not adding up.
Let's go, baby. Let's jam it out. Let's mellow this thing out while we hitting this grooves theory. Yeah, come on. Hey. Shout out to all of my HBOs and the SGs. Appreciate you, Jerome. Shout out to you, Kenny. Yeah. Watch how you just rock to this one. Yeah. Hey.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in.
Yeah. Salute to all.
Take a bite of my burger, babe.
Run that back again. Just the highlights. Yeah. Yeah. Marks, let's go. Yeah.
You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too?
Come on, Nation.
I'll follow wherever you go.
You're listening to nothing but the best. Yeah. just roll with this one. Hey. Don't let those street lights hit you. Y'all didn't think I had that one, right? Come on. Let's go. Play those tunes, baby. Woo. Sing it. Oh, yeah.
Temporarily doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far.
Appreciate everybody for jumping in and tuning in. Yeah.
So far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Oh, yeah.
Fly on.
Ooh, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. We out.